See their chains being cast in doubt. Tyrants do hate to lose their clout. Keep your hand on that plow. Hold on that plow. They will call what you believe a sin, and they will blame you for digging in. Keep your hand on that plow. Hold on.
Sing it.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hold on.
Keep your hand on that plow. Hold on.
Hold on.
Hey, it's Jules from the Roundtable on IndieRoundtable.com, hanging out with the Prophet from Irreverend James and the Critical Mass Choir out of Montreal.
Yes.
You guys are a very curious band, an apparent contradiction. You're secular gospel music. How were you introduced to gospel music as a style?
Well, we think gospel music transcends religion. Gospel started off from black slaves who actually weren't even Christian. They were animist. They were never allowed to sing, to speak, to raise their voices except on Sunday, if they
Really?
prayed to the white man's God. And so to us, gospel music is about overcoming hardship.
Never needed the love before. We shall believe now. Oh, we shall believe now. Shall believe now. Oh, we never needed the love before. We shall believe now. We need it every day, every hour.
Why we need
Right.
And the hardship today is different than the hardship 400 years ago, but it still exists. So we're basically taking
true.
gospel music, the joy, the jubilation of it, and applying it to the values that we live every day. And there's no other music that's this joyous and this happy. And also this punk rock in how engaged it is in the topical matter. We just removed the whole theology out of it. Or not always removed, sometimes we just tweak it.
looking all around? We've got the American Jesus. We've got the American Jesus.
All right. How is it that you personally were introduced to the style, though?
Gospel, I don't know, it's been around my life forever. I can't tell you why. It was just there. I used to sing in a gospel choir. I sought them out because I liked the music. I liked the interaction between the audience and the choir. It's not just a show. It really is a communion. It really is. I mean, the pews are partaking as much in the show as the people on stage. And that really reached out to me. And as a singer, as a vocalist, it doesn't get any better.
Help me out. Use a little bit of freedom. From the one, from the need, it's a freedom. Oh, freedom from what you believe. Freedom.
As a specifically non-religious artist, like where did the disconnect happen for you between the music and the
Well,
spirituality?
that's just it. Is that they were praising that gospel music is essentially gospel, meaning the word of God. So gospel singers, gospel choirs sing directly to a version of God that they believe, and
Yeah.
because they didn't share that version, there was a problem. And this project started off when we just started jamming tunes for the hell of it,
Okay.
and came upon a song called "Rainbow in the Sky," and we just imagined it was about Noah's Ark initially.
Okay.
And we imagined, well, what if the rainbow had less to do with Noah and a little more to do with gay pride?
I really like that. That was one of the things I wanted to ask you about, because it seemed it's sneaky, I think.
Well, that's the thing, and that's how the light bulb went off. Is we thought, well, okay, let's do some digging. We looked
Yeah.
through the web, we found passages in the Bible talking about King David and his best friend Jonathan. And when Jonathan dies, King David grieves because Jonathan's love, and this is in the Bible, is more pure than a woman's. and you leave the chorus as is, and God put a rainbow in the sky. So it still is joyous, but now you're saying something rather different.
You see, King David said, Jonathan's love for me was more pure than a woman's sigh. I'm not saying he's gay, but God, he put that rainbow in the sky. God put
Rainbow in the sky, rainbow in the sky, rainbow in the sky. God put a rainbow in the sky, rainbow in the sky, rainbow in the sky.
It looked like the sun, it wasn't gonna shine no more.
God put a rainbow in the sky.
Break it down.
God put
Yeah.
And then from there we thought, okay, so let's say God's the one who put gays on earth, so leave them alone. What if we start tweaking even further and start promoting actual secular values through joy, through gospel music, and calling out dogmatists who
Yeah.
would use some text to try to control the people?
I really like that.
So we decided, you know, Christian rock or Christian rap, they'll take music like Eminem's and they'll add references to God, and it
Okay.
becomes, you know, Christian rap. We've done exactly the same thing in opposite. We take a traditional religious music and we secularize the shit out of it.
Need to see my river Jordan.
Now, have you ever had problems like, I remember hearing when Queens of the Stone Age toured their album Songs for the Deaf, they had a busload of deaf people show up at one of the gigs on the tour.
Wow.
Because of like this connotation they seem to be carrying. Do you ever have like busloads of true believers show up and ask?
Not yet. I think we tried to do it with tact. We've been thinking about this project for about 4 years now, before we even came out with anything, because we don't want to just gratuitously attack. We're not going after people of faith. We're going after the idiots who use people's good values to enrich, to line their pockets. I mean, I call myself the prophet, Profit, because that's basically what a prophet is. It's someone who wants to profiteer. And anyone who says, I've got a direct phone line to some higher power, he's our target. I'm not targeting someone who's trying to understand his own life, because no one really has the answers. But that's the whole point.
Need to get to my home before I go. Need to see my home.
Sexuality is an individual process.
It is, and as long as you're going through your own journey, your own purpose, and we do it with respect, I think we'll be okay. I mean, obviously not everyone's going to agree, but that's sort of the point, and that's why we call it the critical mass
Yeah.
choir. I mean, we want to create critical thought.
I like that. Everything seems very, very well thought out.
You gotta,
very...
I figure anyone who believes or doesn't believe is fine, but they need to question why. How much of your
Absolutely.
thinking is your own? And that's I find, even in believers, but in non-believers too. Some people are just agnostic or atheistic. They've never actually asked. They don't really care. And that's
It's true.
okay. But if you're going to take a position, know what that
Yeah.
position is. Know why it's there.
Sing it with me now. Stomp the devil out. Stomp the devil out. Stomp it. Stomp the devil. There he is. Stomp the devil out. Both feet. Stomp the devil out. Stomp. Now bring it back. That's good. That's real good. Now keep that going. One more thing I gotta say to you. Whenever you see a concert, like a musical concert, for instance, like this one, which way are you facing?
Yeah!
Yeah, you're facing right here. You gotta face the music.
Roll, Jordan, roll. Yeah, roll. Jordan, roll. You know I need to get to heaven before I die. And my heaven, my home is by that river Jordan. Oh, to see that river roll.
I cannot wait to see you live with the whole band tonight.
We give a performance, I'll tell you that much.
I cannot wait. Thank you so much for taking the time with me.
It's my pleasure.
I am Jules from the Round Table, and we will see you at the next venue. Fantastic, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.